FM, the 𝗗𝗟𝗦𝗟𝗠𝗘𝗥 choice.
Welcome back on this rainy Saturday afternoon to Stillman Fieldhouse as we get set for men's action coming your way. The Weevils getting set to take on the ECU Tigers here this afternoon, our second game of the doubleheader. If you want to come out and watch some UAM basketball this year, you got today, you've got next Saturday, and then it'll be 2 weeks from next Saturday before you get to see them again. So we only have 2 more home games after today. I believe that's right. Let's look at the standings for you on the men's side. First of all, looking at the whole conference, Southeast Oklahoma is in first place at 12-3. Arkansas Tech 11-4. Northwest Oklahoma at 9-6. Those are the top 3 teams coming into today's games. And then tied for 4th, we've got 6 teams tied for 4th in the conference. They are Southern Nazarene, Hardy, Oklahoma Baptist, UAM, Southern Arkansas, and Southwest Oklahoma. Their records are all even at 7-8. 7 wins, 8 losses coming into today's games. Henderson State is in 10th place at 6-9. ECU, who we play this afternoon, at 5-10. And Ouachita Baptist at 5-10. It's still wide open as far as who can make the top 8 spots and make it to the conference tournament. We'll see how things work out here this afternoon as the Weevils get set to take on the Tigers of ECU. Some of these teams, like Southwest and Henderson, play each other. Southern Nazarene and Hardy are playing each other today. It's going to be really interesting to see how it all shakes out after today. We'll take a break. We'll come back in just a moment.
UAM Class of 2020. It's easy to see why UAM is a destination for higher education. From welding, nursing, and heavy equipment to social work, biology, education, and forestry. There's something for everyone. UAM offers affordable certificates, associate's, bachelor's, and master's degree programs at campuses in Monticello, McGee, and Crosby. Chart a bold course. Start your journey at u8mon.edu.
This is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗟𝗡𝗥 at Commercial Bank. Locally owned and operated businesses keep our community strong. Local individuals who live where they work creates what we call a love where you live mentality. At Commercial Bank, we are the community builder, not because we say we are, but because for generations we have served the financial needs of our community while being a catalyst in serving the area's civic and social needs. If you do business with Commercial Bank, thank you. If you don't, we'd love a chance to earn your business. Come see us today at Commercial Bank and find out why we say we have roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello is a proud sponsor of this athletic event. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring understands the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following your favorite team and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring and wishing them the best.
Whatever you want to be, it helps to be well. An active, healthy lifestyle is key. We offer tips and support to quit smoking and address health conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure. It's never too late to make decisions to help you be healthier and to be the best version of you can be. Call 833-283-WELL. Be you, be well. This ad brought to you by your Master Tobacco Settlement Dollars at Work.
A senior from Kansas City, Kansas, number 24.
Welcome you back here to Stillman Fieldhouse as we get set for basketball action this afternoon. We already went over the standings. UAM tied for 4th place with 6 other teams coming into today. ECU sitting alone and sitting tied for 11th place in the conference, but they're only 2 games back. So that tells you how tight the conference is on the men's side. Looking at the starters for you. For East Central Oklahoma, they will start at forward, a junior, God's Gift 𝗚𝗓𝗓𝗓. At guard, a freshman out of Pearland, Texas, Jaden Miller. At forward, a freshman out of Dallas, Texas, Nick Williams. At forward, a freshman out of making a senior out of Kansas City. That's 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥. And at guard, a junior out of Flower Mound, Texas, Bryce Woodridge. They're coached by Daniel Wheeler. The Weevils this afternoon, same starting five that we've seen almost all season long for Coach Chad Tapp and the Boll Weevils, as it will be out of LaRue, Texas, the junior at guard, 6'4", Isaac Jackson. At forward, a 6'6" junior out of Maumelle, Arkansas, Josh Denton. At forward, a 6'4" sophomore out of Mount Vernon, Arkansas, Wesley Booker. At guard, a 6'4" junior out of Birmingham, Alabama, Zane Nelson. And at center, 6'9", the junior out of Sarajevo, Bosnia, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍 gets the start for the Boll Weevils. The last time UAM played East Central, the Weevils were on the road. They're in Ada and won it 61-44. You have to think Coach Tapp and the Weevils feel pretty good, but you can't get overconfident. Like I said, you look at the conference standings. I mean, Southeast Oklahoma, Arkansas Tech, and Northwest Oklahoma, they've got the first three spots pretty much tied up. But then you've got 6 teams tied for fourth, all that was 7 and 8 records. 10th place is a 1 game back at 6 and 9. Your 11th and 12th place teams are just 2 games back out of 8th place at 5 and 10. Opening tip is going to be up, and opening tip was up, controlled by the Boll Weevils. The music did not stop. So the official called the timeout, stopped the music. Boll Weevils will inbound it again. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗍 gets it off there to Zane Nelson. Nelson into the paint, little fade away from 6, no good. Rebound tipped out of their control by the Tigers of ECU. Quickly down the floor. They try to work it down inside to Williams. Williams with a right-handed put-up shot up over 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗍. Good. Tigers take the early lead here, 2-0. 19:25 left to play in the first half. Denton gives it up to Booker. Booker off to Jackson. Tigers open up in a man-to-man defense. As the Weevils work it out to Nelson. They go underneath to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗍. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗍 lost a handle on it, got it back. He'll keep in control. Gets it to Booker. Wesley goes into the paint. Can't get a shot off. Trying to pass it. Trashed it too hard off of Nelson. It'll go out of bounds. Weevils turn it over. 2-0. Tigers have the lead, and they'll have the basketball as they bring it into the front court. And they'll bring it up here, and that'll be Jaden Miller with the dribble. Goes to the free throw line, kicks it back outside now to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗧. Thomas over to Woodridge. Woodridge back out front it comes to Thomas. Thomas leaves it out with Woodridge again. 10 to shoot. Woodridge drives down the paint, shot off the glass, good. Bryce Woodridge, his first 2. Tigers lead it by 4 here with 18:30 left to play. Weevils looking for their first field goal of the afternoon. Isaac Jackson on the left wing, top of the key to Nelson, swing it right side. Off to Denton. Now back to Jackson. He'll take it down the left side of the lane. Little fade away, no good. Tigers have the rebound. Here comes ECU with a 4-0 lead into the front court. A quick 3-pointer on the wood by Godskiff, no good. And a rebound pulled down by Josh Denton. All right, Weevils down 4. They need to settle down and get a basket this trip into the front court. Nelson off to Booker. Booker top of the key to Jackson. Back to Denton. Denton drives to the free throw line. Kick it around the horn again. Now to Nelson. He'll take it into the paint. Draws the double team. Kicks it back outside. Denton for 3, and it's an air ball. It goes out of bounds. Man, oh man. 17:39 left to play here in the first half. 4-0 our score. Tigers with the early lead. Weevils are still looking for their first field goal here in the first half. Tigers will have the basketball in the front court. Nicky Williams. They get it left side. Ball knocked away, stolen by the Weevils. UAM gets it back as Zane Nelson came up with a loose basketball. 17:19 to play in the half. Isaac Jackson takes the dribble, goes down the right side of the lane, kicks it high off the glass. It's no good. Tipped out of there by 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗍, picked up by the Tigers. Jason Miller takes it into the paint, shot up, Good. That's actually Nikki Williams who got the feed inside. And Williams lays it in, and just like that, the Tigers have a 6-0 lead. Under 17 to play here in the first half. Weevils out to Nelson near midcourt. Goes to Jackson, deep on the left wing. There's a whistle and a foul going to be away from the basketball. And the foul, do they call it on Booker? They call it on 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. Called it on Tumir. His first. Weevils trail 6-0. Tigers with the basketball in the front court. Miller driving down the lane. Shot blocked by Booker. Picked up by the Weevils. Ahead it goes to Nelson. Nelson down the floor. Cross-court pass over to Jackson. Isaac takes a crossover dribble. Goes down the right side. Pulls up. 10-footer. Good. Isaac Jackson off the dribble. Nails the basket. And the Weevils are on the board finally. Trailing 6-2. 16-15 left to play here in the first half. Jaden Miller with the dribble out there. Gives it up out front to Thomas. 𝗗𝗏 Thomas. They go in the corner over to Wooldridge. Wooldridge drives the baseline. Reverse layup. Kiss it in. Good. Oh, my. What a nice move by Wooldridge to go all the way underneath with the left hand. 8-2. Tigers with the lead. Almost had a steal. They get it to Booker. Booker bounce pass inside. Going to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗑𝗏. Ball knocked away. Stolen by the Tigers. Outlet up the floor comes to Wooldridge. Wooldridge in the corner. Takes it back out to Williams. Williams now off to 𝗗𝗏 Thomas as they set up back in their half court. 𝗗𝗏 penetrates down the right side. He'll dish it off to God's gift. No good. Rebound comes down to the Weevils as Josh Denton collects the loose basketball. 8-2. Tigers with the lead. Weevils with the basketball. 15-13 to play in the first half. Nelson gets it to Booker. Now right back to Nelson. Zane backs his way in, has it stripped away from behind, and they're going to call a whistle and a foul, and a reach-in foul against the Tigers. And we've got a timeout on the floor. Our score, 8-2. The Tigers have the lead over the Boll Weevils. We'll be back in just a moment.
Bellevue Estates Healthcare and Rehabilitation Center in person for yourself. We would love to show you around and answer your questions. Peace of mind comes when you know your loved one is in good hands. Whether you're looking for short-term, long-term, or private rehabilitation, Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello can provide the care you need. Just call 870-367-0044 for more information.
𝗗𝗏𝗏 and Associates is the place to go for all your monthly accountant and tax service needs. We are conveniently located at 201 South Main, across from the Drew County Courthouse. At 𝗗𝗏𝗏 and Associates, we are dedicated to making life a little easier for our clients. Our staff of certified public accountants are always ready to serve you. So call 367-3580 or 367-3457 to schedule an appointment, or drop by our office at 201 South Main in Monticello. 𝗗𝗏𝗏 and Associates, a proud sponsor of UAM Sports.
It's 8-2. The Tigers have a 6-point lead. They are 4 of 6 from the floor. 67%. The Weevils, 1 out of 5 from the floor. Rebounding, 3 for the Tigers, 2 for UAM. And turnovers, 3 for the Boll Weevils, 2 for ECU. As we come out of the timeout, see if there's any changes in the lineup. For the Weevils, there will be. Tyreon King going to check in. Korean out of Blytheville, Arkansas, the junior transfer who came in. He comes in. Josh Denton's going to have a seat. It will be UAM basketball as we come out of the media timeout, trailing by 6. All right, they're going to finally hand the ball to Zane Nelson. Nelson looking to get it in, finally does to Jackson. Isaac, back to Zane. There's Nelson into the paint, gets it outside. King for 3. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound, Tigers have it. ECU with the basketball. They'll bring it up the floor. They get it over on the right side. That's to Wooldridge. Wooldridge back out front to Miller for 3. It won't go. The putback no good. Rebound, Boll Weevils have it. Zane Nelson comes out of there running with it. Down the floor all the way in. He's going to be fouled on the floor. And Zane trying to push the tempo up a little bit. Draws the foul down on the other end. It's on the floor, though. They called the foul on 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥, his first, second team foul. Weevils will inbound. Alex Brogdon's going to check in now for the Boll Weevils. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 is going to have a seat. Nelson looking to throw it in. Looking, finally gets it in, finds King way out deep in the front court. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍 gives it up to Jackson, left side to go to Booker. Wesley now back to King, off to Nelson, left side Jackson out on the wing. Tigers staying a man-to-man. Jackson pulls the trigger on a long three. It's no good. The rebound goes out of bounds deep in the corner. So it'll go back to the Tigers with 14-19 left to play here in the first half. ECU leading 8-2. It will be Tiger basketball here in the backcourt. As they'll get it in, walking it up the floor, Jaden Miller. Miller with the dribble, comes over on the right wing. Still with the dribble, takes it across the lane. Back out front to 𝗗𝗑𝗓𝗓. 𝗗𝗑𝗓𝗓 gives it up now to Malik Nash. Back to 𝗗𝗑𝗓𝗓. Right side Woodridge. Woodridge drives in the paint. Bodies fly. He lost a handle on it. It goes out of bounds. It'll be UAM basketball. So UAM will get the basketball back with 13:55 to play here in the first half. Trailing 8-2. 8-2. Weevils with it. Alex Brogdon. Brogdon picked up his dribble, now finds Jackson. Isaac deep on the right wing. Takes the dribble, goes down to the baseline underneath, tries to go in the corner to Nelson. Ball was tipped, they get it back out front. King for three, and it's good. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍 King off the bench, hits the three, and pulls the Weevils to within three. 8-5 our score. Tigers with it front court. Weevils stay at a man-to-man. They're working off to Woodridge in the left corner. Woodridge, there's 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓. Back to Woodridge. He'll drive. They're going to have a whistle and a foul called there. Touch foul called against the Weevils. They call it on 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗓𝗓 King. It's going to be his first, second team foul. 13:08 to play in the first half. 8-5, Tigers with a 3-point lead. They'll inbound it with a fresh 20 on the shot clock. They get it in to Jaden Miller. Miller backs up near midcourt. 10 to shoot now. He'll start to move for the Tigers. Keeps it out on the left wing. That's going to be to Woodridge for three. It won't go. There's Wesley Booker to get a rebound for the Boll Weevils. Get it ahead to Jackson. Now back to Nelson. Zane. Bounce pass going to King. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by ECU. UAM will get it back. They'll maintain possession. They'll have it right in front of the ECU bench. 12:42 to play before halftime. 8-5. Neither team really lighting it up here, but we'll see if the UAM can get on track. They get it in. Wesley Booker will control right now for the Weevils out deep in the front court. Tigers stay in a man-to-man defense as Booker gives it up to Jackson. Isaac tries to drive, goes baseline. His shot is blocked and out of bounds. It's blocked from behind. That was Nicky Williams who got a hand on it and knocked it out. The Weevils are going to inbound on the baseline. Zane Nelson will be the trigger man to trigger it in. Get it into Jackson in the paint. Misses the alley-oop, but he's fouled. He's going to get to go to the free throw line. As a foul, it's going to go against Bryce Woodridge. It's going to be his first, third team foul. Isaac Jackson will go to the line. First appearance at the line by either team here with 12:25 to play before halftime. First one's up. Rattles around and goes in. That makes it 8-6. Isaac can pull the Weevils to within one here with this free throw, and he does. They hit every part of the rim and finally went down. 8-7. Weevils down by one. Tigers with the basketball here in the front court. Muhammad El-Ghahari has checked in for the Tigers. He'll have it out here at the top of the key. Swings it right side, gets it off to Thomas. Thomas back out front, it goes to Nash. Nash drives, high arching shot off the glass, no good. Nelson with a rebound for UAM. He'll take it all the way down the floor. He pushes it, shot no good. The tip no good. And they're going to call it travel. Call it a travel. So to go down as a turnover against the Weevils. We've got a timeout on the floor with 12 minutes left to play here in the first half. It is 8-7. Tigers lead it by 1. We're back in 1 moment.
1998. There is no other place like Southeast Arkansas. Our region is tied together by a love of land, family, and tradition. We're also a destination for higher education. UAM's campuses in Monticello, McGee, and Crossett educate thousands each year, and many graduates choose to stay in our corner of the state, serving as pillars of our community. Find out why more than 18,500 alumni in Southeast Arkansas and worldwide are proud to be united in state faith. Start your journey to becoming a pro Weevil by visiting UAM.edu today.
𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, the commercial bank. Locally owned and operated businesses keep our community strong. Local individuals who live where they work creates what we call a love where you live mentality. At Commercial Bank, we are the community builder. Not because we say we are, but because for generations we have served the financial needs of our community while being a catalyst in serving the area's civic and social needs. If you do business with Commercial Bank, thank you. If you don't, we'd love a chance to earn your business. Come see us today at Commercial Bank and find out why we say we have roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
8-7. The Tigers of ECU with a 1-point lead over the Weevils. Here at the media timeout, our second media timeout, Tigers are 4 out of 9. That's 44%. Let's see, they were 4 out of 6 at the last media timeout. So they're 0 of 3. They have not scored since the last time out. Weevils are 2 of 9 for the ball game, 22%. They've hit 1 shot since the last media timeout. All right, 8-7 our score. Tigers with the basketball. They have a 1-point lead. They work it down low to Williams in the low paint. He'll go up with a shot. Offensive charge. Wesley Booker. He's been the best at that all season for the Weevils. They call Nicky Williams for the offensive charge with the shoulder. Wesley draws the charge. Weevils will get the basketball. And we come out of the timeout. Let's see, Tyrion King's out there. Alex Brogdon's on the floor. Isaac Jackson, Zane Nelson, and Wesley Booker. Nelson across the timeline into the front court, gets it off to King. King has it batted away. It's tipped, stolen by the Tigers. Outlet pass down the floor. Shot put up and in good by Keon Thomas. Keon's first 2. Tigers lead it by 3. They've led by as many as 6 here in the first half. Now the Weevils almost throw it away. UAM's going to maintain possession. It was knocked away, knocked out of bounds. 11-11 left to go here in this first half. Shot clock is at 12. Let's see if they're going to reset, put some more time, put 20 back up on the shot clock. The officials are going to the scorers table. For both teams, we'll get an extra timeout here in the half. 10-7. Tigers have a 3-point lead. But neither team just lighten it up here in the first half. Tigers 4 out of 9, 44%. Weevils 2 out of 9. Tigers are 0 of 4 from downtown. Weevils 1 of 4 from downtown. ECU has not shot a free throw. Weevils have 2 for 2. Rebounding, 5 for UAM, 4 for the Tigers. Turnovers, 3 for the Tigers, 4 for UAM. All right. They put 19 on the shot clock. Weevils get it, inbound it, get it into Jackson. Isaac at the top of the key. Takes the dribble to the right side in the corner. Nelson for 3. Zane drills it. Zane Nelson drills the 3 from the corner. And we're tied at 10 apiece. All tied at 10. Tigers with the basketball here in the front court. They work it around inside to Thomas. Thomas gets it back outside. They leave it in the left corner. Off the top on the left wing, off to Malik Nash. Nash pulls up, little fade away from 10, no good. And there's Wesley Booker to get the rebound for the Weevils. UAM with a chance to take their first lead in the ball game. This trip into the front court. Nelson went all the way down on the baseline, kicks it back out front. Weevils reset their half-court offense. Nelson takes it into the paint. Little fade away from 8. Good. Zane, he's got the last 5 points for the Boll Weevils, and UAM has their first lead of the game at 2. 12-10 as we approach 10 minutes left to play here in the first half. There's 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 There's it off left side over to Nash. Nash will make that Thomas. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 penetrates, gets it outside. Is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗓 for 3. It's off the mark, no good. King chases down a rebound for the Boll Weevils. Ahead it goes. Nelson now to Jackson. Jackson back to Nelson at the top of the key. Jackson trying to split the double team. Throws it back out front to King. In the corner to Booker. Wesley gives it back up out front. Nelson now directing traffic. Goes over right wing to Booker. 10 to shoot for the Weevils. Wesley, 8 to shoot. They get it in the hands of King. King going to fire the trigger on a long 3. It's no good. Rebound comes off to the Tigers. They got numbers down the floor. Easy layup, put up and in good by Keon Thomas. And we're tied at 12 apiece. 9-10 left to play in the first half. All knotted up at 12 apiece. Weevils with it, front court. Josh Ditton set to check in. First opportunity. Try to get an alley-oop pass inside to Brogdon. He hands it off to King. King with a reverse layup. Good. Tyreon King. Weevils lead it again, 14-12. Tigers with it. That's Keon Thomas. Thomas off to 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. 𝗗𝗓 swings it right side over to Nash. Malik Nash pulls up. He'll fire an open look at a 3. It won't go. Booker with a rebound for the Boll Weevils. 8.5 minutes to play in the half. Weevils on top, 14-12. Weevils with the basketball. King off to Nelson. Nelson now back to Jackson. Back to Nelson, left side. He'll fire a quick 3. Rims in and out, no good. Tigers with a rebound. They'll bring it up the floor quickly. That's Keon Thomas. Now they slow it down. Thomas drives into the paint. His shot is blocked by Nelson. He'll pick it up off the floor ahead to Jackson. Isaac into the paint. Spin move. Fade away from 8. Good. Isaac Jackson. Isaac's got 6, and the Weevils lead it by 4. That's their biggest lead here in the first half. Tigers have led by as many as 6. And they jumped out to an 8-2 lead to start the game. 7:35 left to play here in the first half. Tigers with the basketball. Malik Nash going around the screen from 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. Goes in. Bounce pass along the baseline. It's loose and going to go off the fingertips of Isaac Jackson. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 7:24 to play in the first half. It is 16-12. The Weevils have a 4-point lead. We're back in just a moment.
Is a proud sponsor of this athletic event. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work. And Maxwell Hardwood Flooring understands the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following your favorite team and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring and wishing them the best.
Hello, this is Kerry Hartness with Union Bank and Trust. Are you looking to get a loan for a car, truck, ATV, camper, tractor, or boat? If so, I can help you with fast closing times, competitive rates, and service after the loan can't be beat. For over 135 years, Union Bank has helped the people of Monticello and Southeast Arkansas with their lending and banking needs. So stop by my office or call me at 870-460-6400 and let me show you how easy the lending process can be. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC, financing with proven credit.
16-12. The Weevils have a 4-point lead. And right now, both teams are shooting 40% from the floor. Both teams are 6 of 15. Tigers, 6 of 15 from the floor, 40%. They're 0 of 6 from three-point range, and they have not shot a free throw. The Weevils, 6 of 15 from the floor. 2 of 7 from beyond the arc. That's 29%, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. The Weevils have hit 4 of their last 6 shots from the floor. Tigers will inbound it out of the timeout with 4 on the shot clock. They get a shot off. It's no good. Rebound. Weevils will have it. Here comes UAM into the front court. Isaac Jackson Off to King, 𝗗𝗜𝗓𝗓 King. Cole Anderson checked in at the post pattern now. At the post position, he's playing. Here's Nelson penetrating into the corner to King. Out front, Isaac Jackson fakes a man, goes in for the tomahawk slam. Isaac, he saw the slam, attack the basket, and got the tomahawk, and the crowd really loved that. Weevils lead it by 6 now, 18-12. 6:45 left to play here in the first half. Malik Nash, guarded out there by King, goes around the screen into the paint, dish it off along the baseline. We're going to have a whistle and a foul as the shot goes up by Nicky Williams. We're going to call UAM with a foul. And I believe they called it on 𝗗𝗜𝗓𝗓 King. It's going to be his second personal foul. And it'll send to the free throw line Nicky Williams. First free throws of the afternoon for the Tigers. 6:35 left to play in the first half. 18-12 our score. Weevils lead it. Williams free throw on the way. Nice arching shot and good. Make it 18-13. So Williams will have one more opportunity at the line now for ECU. Second free throw. It's on the way. In and out. No good. Williams will make it Denton with the rebound for the Boll Weevils. 18-13. Weevils still lead by 5. Weevils with the basketball. Josh Denton. Bounce pass to Anderson at the right elbow. Anderson looking in trouble now. Puts it on the floor. Finally a left-handed hook shot up by Cole Anderson is good. Cole got the shot to go, and it's 20-13. Weevils lead it by 7. And we approach 6 minutes to go here in the half. Jaden Miller with the dribble, penetrates into the lane, kick it in the corner to Williams, back out front. They'll go back to Miller again. Miller down inside the lane, left-handed shot up over Nelson and good. Jaden Miller, his first 2 points of the ball game. It's 20-15. Weevils still lead by 5. They go into their half court. King on the left wing, top of the key to Nelson. Josh now to Denton. Now they get it off to Jackson. Jackson lost a handle on it. Somehow Anderson ended up with it. He gets the fingertip roll up and in good. Cole Anderson with 4. And the Weevils lead it by 7 again. 5:19 left to play in the half. 22-15, Weevils up. Tigers with it. They work at front court. That's Miller, goes into the paint, throws up a shot, no good. A foul called as bodies went all over the floor. Through the foul, that's going to be on 𝗗𝗜𝗓𝗓 King. That's going to be his 3rd personal. So 𝗗𝗜𝗓𝗓 picks up his 3rd personal. At the free throw line, it's going to be Jaden Miller. Looks like Wesley Booker set to check back in. First opportunity after this free throw, probably. Because this is a 2-shot foul. Jaden Miller at the line. Shooting 2. First one's up, and it's good. All right, Wesley Booker will check in. 𝗗𝗜𝗓𝗓 going to go sit down with those 3 fouls. He goes in and I'll sit down with 5 points, 3 fouls for him coming off the bench for UAM. Weevils lead it 22-16. And Miller will have one more free throw attempt. Second one's up. This one bounces around, falls in good. Got them both to go. 22-17. Weevils on top by 5. As we approach 5 minutes left to play in the first half. Nelson gives it up to Denton. Denton to Booker. Left side, they'll swing it over to Jackson. Jackson back out top of the key. Denton now to Nelson. Zane. They clear out a lane for him. He tries to drive, splits the double team. High arching shot off the glass. Good. Zane. 7 points here in the first half for him, and the Weevils lead it by 7 again. 24-17. Tigers front court. They work it off, get it to Miller. Miller's. He'll go all the way underneath. Shot partially blocked. And now a whistle and a foul called. It was a late foul. They're going to end up calling Isaac Jackson on the foul. A little late on the whistle, but they nabbed Isaac with the foul. His first, 4th team foul against the Weevils. And Back at the free throw line is Jaden Miller. First one's up, it's good. He's now 3 out of 3 from the line, 5 points for him. Makes it 24-18. Weevils still lead by 6. He can cut it to 5. It's on the way, and it's good. It's a 5-point ball game. Weevils lead it. Cole Anderson, Josh Denton, Isaac Jackson, Zane Nelson, and Wesley Booker on the floor for the Weevils. Denton has it. They go to Jackson. Bounce pass right side. That's going to be to Booker. Booker slicing the lane. Missed the layup. The rebound out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. Weevils are going to get it back. Pretty tough shot by Booker that just missed it to the left side of the basket. The Weevils will inbound. 15 on the shot clock. They get it into Josh Denton. And then we got a whistle and a foul called against the Tigers. As the foul is going to go against Ryan Kelly. That'll be his first personal. That's team foul number 5 against the Tigers. Weevils get it in. Fresh 20 on the shot clock. Nelson at the top of the key for 3. It won't go. Rebound. Tigers have it. We approach 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Weevils up by 5. Tigers are going to throw it away. With 3:59 left to play in the half, we've got our media timeout. 3:59 to play before halftime. It is 24-19, the Weevils with a 5-point lead. It'll be UAM basketball when we return in just a moment.
Long-term rehabilitation or private rehab suites. Bellevue Estates Rehabilitation and Care Center can accommodate you or your loved one's needs. Our skilled healthcare professionals, combined with sophisticated therapies and treatments, deliver a best-in-class, patient-centered experience. We have a full-time APRN on staff. Come check us out at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello or call 367-0044 for more information.
𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 Associates, 201 South Main in Monticello, has a full range of accounting services. From the smallest business to large corporations and even personal accounts, 𝗗𝗜𝗦 Associates can provide the services you need. Whether it's yearly bookkeeping, payroll, or filing taxes, they can do it with competent services from a highly qualified staff. Give 𝗗𝗜𝗦 Associates a call at 870-367-3580 or stop by their office at 201 South Main in Monticello.
24-19, the Weevils are on top by 5. The biggest lead has been 7 for the Weevils. Biggest lead was 6 back early in the game for the Tigers. Let's see, UAM 10 of 21. That's 47% from the floor. We've hit 4 of our last 6 again. 2 of 8 from downtown. That's 25%, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. The Tigers are 7 of 17, 41%. They have not made a three-pointer, and they're 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Rebounding, Weevils have out-rebounded them 11-7. All right, UAM will have the basketball as we come out of the timeout. Anderson gives it up to Nelson. Nelson, left side, fade away from 12. Good. Zane Nelson, that's going to put him in double figures with 10. Well, excuse me, he's got 9. He's 1 away from double figures. 26-19. Weevils lead it by 7 again. 3:28 to play before half. Tigers with it, front court. Miller back out front. He'll swing it off to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍. Back inside they go. That's going to be Woodridge inside the paint. His shot is blocked by Booker. Weevils have it coming the other way. Nelson in the corner to Denton. Back out front to Nelson's. Off to Booker. Booker right side to Jackson. They swing it left side, trying to get it to Denton for an open 3. Couldn't do it. The bounce pass goes to Anderson inside the lane. Cole, spin. In the corner, gets it to Nelson for 3, and it's good. Oh, excuse me, that's Denton. Make it Josh Denton. Great effort by Cole Anderson. He'll get the assist on the pass in the corner, and the Weevils lead it by 10, 29-19. As Adema with it for the Tigers. Cleans it off to Woodridge. Woodridge out front to Thomas. Thomas in the corner, he gets it. That's going to be Miller for 3. It will not go. Wesley Booker gets another rebound for the Boll Weevil. Now the Weevils are up by 10 with 2:20 to play here in the first half. Booker Off to Jackson. Jackson to Denton. Denton, they try to go to Anderson down low and at the right elbow, and then ball was just a little underthrown. Had his ankles actually, and he goes out of bounds. It'll be a turnover against the Weevils. I have that as 6 turnovers against UAM, 5 turnovers against ECU. We approach 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Weevils up by 10. Malik Nash with the basketball for the Tigers. Picked up his dribble out there on the left wing. Flashing down the lane. The shot put up no good, but a foul called against the Weevils. As that was 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 going down the lane. They call the foul on Wesley Booker. That'll be his first personal. Team foul number 6. At the free throw line is going to be 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗠𝗗𝗡. First one's on the way and good. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗠𝗠𝗡 with 5 points for the Tigers. Makes it a 29-20 ball game. Weevils lead by 9. Keon can cut it to 8 with 1:54 to play here before half, and he does. 8-point ball game. Weevils lead it. Just under 2 minutes left to play here before half. Wesley Booker, Zane Nelson, Isaac Jackson, Cole Anderson, and Josh Denton on the floor. Anderson has it at the top of the circle. Back to Jackson. Jackson penetrates, gets it outside to Denton. Back to Jackson on the wing. Bounce pass down low to Anderson. He's going to be fouled from behind by 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓. And that should put not only be the 16th foul against the Tigers. It's on the floor, but 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓 is going to pick up the foul. And that will be his first. Weevils inbound it. Get it into Denton. Denton off to Nelson in the corner. Out front now. Denton for a long 3. It won't go. Rebound. Tigers have it. 1:25 to play before half, and the Tigers throw it away. Turnover Tigers. That'll be the 6th in the ball game for them. That was really unforced. And I believe Coach Chad Tapp has just called the time. 1:22 to play before half. Weevils lead at 29-21. We'll keep it here. It's a 30-second timeout. Earlier today, the Blossoms fall in a close one, 52-50. Blossoms had a good open look there at the end, could not knock it down to tie it up at the end of regulation and fall 52-50 here this afternoon. Hey, our next broadcast comes your way on Thursday as we travel in-state to Magnolia to take on Southern Arkansas. Southern Arkansas, that'll be Thursday night. Then we'll be back home next Saturday, I believe. So I hope you'll make plans to come out and watch that next Saturday. We only have 2 more opportunities to watch the Blossoms and the Weevils at home. All right, out of the timeout. Weevils have the basketball, leading by 8. 1:17 to play before half. Isaac Jackson with it. Jackson in the corner now to Nelson for 3. It throws it up no good. Cole Anderson gets an offside rebound. It was actually an air ball. It didn't hit anything. 12 on the shot clock because it did not reset. 9 now. They get it to Jackson. Isaac trying to drive the lane. Goes in. Shot up good. Isaac. I've got him with 10 points in the game. The Blossoms lead it by 10. 45 seconds remain. 23 on the shot clock for the Tigers as they'll work it left side. That's Thomas for 3. It won't go. Rebound pulled down by the Tigers. Return back up no good. Now Cole Anderson clears the boards for the Boll Weevil. Shot clock and game clock. There's 4 seconds difference between the two. Weevils into the. They get it to Nelson. He'll stand out here at midcourt. 12 on the shot clock. 16 on the game clock. So here we go. 8 to shoot now. Nelson bounced past to Jackson. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers of ECU with 4 seconds on the shot clock. 8 seconds on the game clock. Weevils are going to have to inbound it and get a shot off. Leading by 10, 31-21. Wesley Booker will trigger it in for the Boll Weevils. Booker Looking, finally gets it into Jackson. He'll fire a quick three. It's off the mark, no good. There's Zane Nelson with an offensive rebound. The putback, the tip by Booker won't go, and then it goes out of bounds as time expires. Wow, Weevils had a couple of good looks at it. Couldn't get it to fall, but they go in at halftime leading the Tigers of ECU 31-21 here at the half. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with our halftime activities for you when we return in just a moment.
Why do students choose UAM? For the quality programs and attentive learning environment. Through technical programs in CrossFit and McGee, UAM grads are well prepared for the workforce and find gainful employment quickly. With a bachelor's or master's degree from UAM, you join a proud worldwide alumni network and are sure to find fellow Weevils in any field. No matter where life takes you, chart a bold course. Start your journey at UAM by visiting uamont.edu for more information.
This is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. Locally owned and operated businesses keep our community strong. Local individuals who live where they work creates what we call a love where you live mentality. At Commercial Bank, we are the community builder, not because we say we are, but because for generations we have served the financial needs of our community while being a catalyst in serving the area's civic and social needs. If you do business with Commercial Bank, thank you. If you don't, we'd love a chance to earn your business. Come see us today at Commercial Bank and find out why we say we have roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Maxwell Hardwood Flooring in Monticello is a proud sponsor of this athletic event. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring understands the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following your favorite team and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring and wishing them the best.
We're at
In
halftime.
1887, Grover Cleveland was president. There were only 38 stars on the U.S. flag. The most common mode of transportation was the horse and buggy, and Union Bank and Trust opened its doors for the first time. This is Brandon Hogg with Union Bank. Since that time, Union Bank has grown with you through the ups and downs, and will continue to be there with you, serving our community and providing your banking needs. So for your next banking needs, come by one of our convenient locations or call me at 460-6400. Union Bank and Trust, growing with you for 135 years. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
31-21. The Weevils with a 10-point lead here at halftime. Oh, wow. They just made a three-pointer here at halftime. He wins $100. Then he's going to be eligible for a $600. That was $100 for each home game we've had so far. What he just won, that young man did. And then he's going to be eligible for a shot at the end of the season from mid-half court for $10,000, sponsored by Union Bank. How about that? Congratulations to him. That's a good deal. 31-21, our score here at the half. Weevils lead it by 10. We saw one lead change, two ties here in the first half. Biggest lead for the Tigers was 6. That's when they led it 8-2 early in the going. And the Weevils have just come from behind and went off left them by 10. 31-21, our score at the half. And look at the numbers for you now. Let's see if we can come up with the numbers for you here in the first half. UAM ends up shooting 10 of 21, 48%. They're 2 of 8 from downtown. That's 25%. 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Tigers are 7 of 17, 41%. They have not made a three-pointer, and they're 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 83%. Weevils have out-rebounded them 11-7. And that's about all the numbers I have for you here in the first half. Weevils lead it 31-21. We'll take a break and be back with more UAM basketball after this.
State Healthcare Rehabilitation Center in Monticello, our team will provide personal health care to each individual that focuses on the unique needs and circumstances of each elder. We take into consideration the physical, social, and spiritual well-being of each individual. Come by Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello and see for yourself. Or call 367-0044 for more information.
𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 is the place to go for all your monthly accountant and tax service needs. We are conveniently located at 201 South Main, across from the Drew County Courthouse. At 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, we are dedicated to making life a little easier for our clients. Our staff of certified public accountants are always ready to serve you. So call 367-3580 or 367-3457 to schedule an appointment or drop by our office at 201 South Main in Monticello. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, a proud sponsor of UAM Sports.
One of the biggest challenges facing today's college students is graduating on time without accumulating a mountain of debt. To help students graduate with minimal debt, UAM has joined other colleges and universities in Arkansas as part of the 15 to Finish initiative, which encourages students to take 15 hours per semester so they can graduate in 4 years. The quicker you graduate, the less debt you'll incur, and you won't lose potential wages for graduating late. For information about 15 to Finish, contact the UAM Office of Academic Affairs at 870-460-1033.
This is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 at Commercial Bank. Locally owned and operated businesses keep our community strong. Local individuals who live where they work creates what we call a love where you live mentality. At Commercial Bank, we are the community builder, not because we say we are, but because for generations we have served the financial needs of our community while being a catalyst in serving the area's civic and social needs. If you do business with Commercial Bank, thank you. If you don't, we'd love a chance to earn your business. Come see us today at Commercial Bank and find out why we say we have roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
We're at halftime here at Stillman Fieldhouse. The Weevils lead 31-21. 31-21. Biggest lead has been 10 for the Weevils. Biggest lead for the Tigers was 6. We did have one lead change. That's when the Weevils took the lead, and they've not looked back since then. There were 2 ties there in the first half. Individually, for East Central, they have 2 players with 6 points apiece. Jaden Miller has 6, and Keon Thomas has 6. 4 points for Bryce Wooldridge. 5 points for Nick Williams. Had one starter that played, that's 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗍. He played almost 17 minutes, went 0 for 2 and did not score. Then they had 4 other players in the game. Malik Nash, Muhammad Elgohari, Ryan Kelly, and Bishop Jones. None of them scored as they played some significant minutes. For the Weevils, here we go. Isaac Jackson leads the way with 10. And then it's Zane Nelson with 9. 5 points for Tyreon King. He came off the bench and gave us some good points and some good minutes there in the first half. 4 points for Cole Anderson off the bench for the Weevils. 3 points for Josh Denton in the ballgame. Tamir 𝗚𝗚𝗡𝗠𝗡 got the start. Played just 5 minutes and didn't score. Let's see, who else didn't score? Alex Brogdon played 7 minutes and didn't score. And then, let's see, Wesley Booker went 0 for 1 and did not score. He's got 4 rebounds. Zane Nelson, 9 points and 7 rebounds there. He played all 20 minutes of the first half. Isaac Jackson as well played all 20 minutes of the first half. Weevils lead it here at halftime, 21-31, a 10-point lead, 31-21. Weevils lead by 10. Earlier this afternoon, the Blossoms fall 52-50 to the Lady Tigers of East Central. As the Blossoms lost a close one, and almost a heartbreaker for the Blossoms. A close one here at home. Couldn't get the win. UAM leads at halftime on the men's side, 31-21. Our score here at the half. Don't forget, next Thursday we're on the road. We travel to Magnolia. We'll be back at home next Saturday. Take on the team here at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock on Saturday. Then we travel the next Thursday and Saturday back to Oklahoma. As we go on the road to play Southern Nazarene and Oklahoma Baptist. And then the final week of the regular season, we're on the road on that Thursday to take on Harding University, and then we play Ouachita Baptist at home on the final game of the regular season. I believe that's the first Saturday in March. But anyway, we're at halftime here. We've got a lot of basketball in between now and then. And I talked about the standings coming into tonight's ball game. All across the conference, it's tight. 6 teams are tied for 4th place with records of 7 and 8. And then you have 10th place is at 6 and 9. So the 1 game out, that's Henderson. 2 games back of 8th place is ECU, who the Weevils are playing here tonight, and also Ouachita Baptist. Ouachita Baptist is playing Northwest Oklahoma this afternoon. ECU playing UAM. Henderson and Southwest Oklahoma are playing this afternoon. Southern Nazarene and Harding are playing. They're tied at 7 and 8. Oklahoma Baptist and Southern Arkansas probably got the 2 hardest games today, as Oklahoma Baptist is taking on Arkansas Tech. They're in 2nd place. Southern Arkansas is taking on Southeast Oklahoma in Magnolia this afternoon. If they could pull off the upset there, that would be fantastic. We're at halftime, 31-21, our score here at the half. Weevils lead it. We'll take a break and be back in just a moment.
Is a proud sponsor of this athletic event. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work, and Maxwell Hardwood Flooring understands the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following your favorite team and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring and wishing them the best.
The year was 1887. The average wage in the United States was 13 cents an hour, and milk cost just 28 cents per gallon. That same year, Union Bank opened its doors for business. This is Randy Rawls at Union Bank. A lot has changed over the past 135 years, but one thing that hasn't changed is our commitment to you, our customers, and our community to provide fast, friendly service for all your banking needs. So call me at 226-2035 or come by one of our many convenient locations and let us show you why we've been in business for so many years. Union Bank, growing with you for over 135 years. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Schedule a tour and see the Bellevue Estates Healthcare and Rehabilitation Center in person for yourself. We would love to show you around and answer your questions. Peace of mind comes when you know your loved one is in good hands. Whether you're looking for short-term, long-term, or private rehabilitation, Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello can provide the care you need. Just call 870-367-0044 for more information.
𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, Associates, 201 South Main in Monticello, has a full range of accounting services. From the smallest business to large corporations and even personal accounts, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗍𝗡 associates can provide the services you need. Whether it's yearly bookkeeping, payroll, or filing taxes, they can do it with competent services from a highly qualified staff. Give 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗍𝗡 associates a call at 870-367-3580 or stop by their office at 201 South Main in Monticello.
Back here at Steelman Fieldhouse, the Weevils lead 31-21 here at the half over the Tigers of East Oklahoma University. And UAM, let's see, we had 2 ties and 1 lead change. Tigers jumped out to an 8-2 lead. That was their biggest lead at 6. Weevils came back after they took the lead. Have not trailed since then. UAM's opened up a 10-point margin here at halftime, and they've done it by shooting 13 of 28, 46%, 3 of 12 from beyond the arc, that's 25%, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. The Tigers, 7 of 21 from the floor, 33%. They're 0 of 8 from three-point range, and they are 7 of 8 from the free throw line. That's 88%. And the Weevils out-rebounded them 16-9. UAM with 2 offensive, 14 defensive. The Tigers with 1 offensive and 8 defensive rebounds. Points in the paint, both teams are even at 14 apiece. Points off turnovers, UAM has turned those 6 turnovers of the Tigers into 7 points, while the Tigers have turned UAM's 6 turnovers into 6 points. Second chance opportunities, the 2 offensive rebounds. Weevils have made 4 points out of it. ECU does lead the fast break category, 6-2. And the Weevils have had some help off the bench. So they've got 9 points off the bench. Credit 5 of that to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗘𝗥 and 4 of it to Cole Anderson there in the first half, coming off the bench to give the Weevils a little extra support here this afternoon. We get set to start the second half. Weevils leading 31-21. Hope you've enjoyed our broadcast so far today. Again, you got time to come out and catch the second half if you'd like to. Only 2 more opportunities left in the regular season to catch the Weevils at home. That's 1 week from today, and then 3 weeks from today. Not many home games left. All right. It'll be ECU basketball. The Tigers will have it to start the second half. For the Weevils, original starting 5, Josh Denton, Isaac Jackson, Wesley Booker, Zane Nelson, no, my apologies, Cole Anderson gets the start here in the second half. All right. Tigers with the basketball. They'll have it out here in the front court. Weevils stay in a man-to-man. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 works it off right side there to Wooldridge. Wooldridge back to 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗍𝗑𝗏 out here in the front court. They'll get it off to Miller. Miller goes into baseline. Right side, three-pointer on the way. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound kept alive. The putback won't go. Weevils get a rebound. Josh Denton will come out of there with a rebound. He'll leave it with Zane Nelson to bring it up the floor. The Weevils get their first offensive possession here in the second half, leading by 10. Booker, they get it to Nelson. Nelson, they go in the corner now, left corner to Booker. Back to Nelson. Nelson drives into the paint, lost a handle on it, is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers of ECU. So the Weevils are going to get it back with 8 seconds on the shot clock. They'll inbound it on the baseline with only 8 seconds to shoot. Get it into Jackson. Isaac got his man faked up. Now kicks it outside. Josh Denton, a long three. It's off the front of the rim. No good. Wesley Booker gets the rebound. The putback won't go. Now a rebound tipped out long to the Tigers. They'll leave it left side, back right side. Shot put up and in. Good by Keon Thomas. Boy, they ran the transition well that time. 31-23. Weevils lead by 8. UAM with the basketball here in the front court. As Nelson trying to get it to Denton, who was slashing toward the basket. The ball got kicked by the Tigers. So UAM will maintain possession. They get a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Booker gets it into Jackson. Jackson to Anderson. Cole gives it up out front now to Nelson. Zane wanting the screen set. He doesn't get much of a screen, but they get it to Denton on the right side. Denton floater along the baseline from 10. Good. Josh Denton attacking the basket. Got a little floater to go from about 10 feet out. Weevils back up by 10 again. 33-23. ECU with the basketball. Wooldridge drives against Josh Denton. Goes up, puts a shot off the glass. No good. Nelson got the rebound. He was pushed to the floor. They call the foul on ECU. See if the foul goes on. Foul going to go on Bryce Wooldridge. His second personal. First team foul of the second half against the Tigers. Weevils lead it by 10. We go under 18 minutes to play. Booker off to Denton. Denton finds Anderson at the left elbow. They get it back to Nelson outside on the wing. Nelson with the crossover dribble comes into the paint. Tried to bounce pass it again. The ball is kicked again by the Tigers of ECU. 12 seconds on the shot clock. The Weevils are going to impound on the baseline. Weevils will inbound on the baseline as Nelson gets it in to Wesley Booker. Booker calls out to Denton. Denton penetrates, goes down high, shot off the glass, won't go. Long rebound tipped out, controlled by the Weevils. Wesley Booker flying down the lane, can't get the shot to go, gets his own rebound as the shot clock expires. Didn't hit the rim with the shot. A shot clock violation by UAM. And it's 33-23. The Tigers have a 10-point, or the Weevils have a 10-point lead. 17:20 to play in the basketball game. Out front, they work it to Thomas. Thomas drives, misses a layup. Weevils with a rebound. That's Isaac Jackson down the floor. Isaac slows down, lets his teammates catch up. They'll set it out front, get it out to Booker. Booker down to Denton, out deep on the right wing. They'll call a whistle and an offensive foul going to be called on Cole Anderson. He did kind of lay an elbow there, it looked like, on 𝗗𝗓𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. Well, that'll be the first on Cole Anderson. First team foul against the Boll Weevils. 17 minutes left to play in the basketball game. Weevils still lead by 10. It is 33-23. Both teams have scored one basket here in the first 3 minutes of the second half. Jaden Miller, they give it up out front to Nikki Williams for the Tigers. Back to Miller, now to Wooldridge, left side to Thomas. Thomas, they go back door, got a wide open Nikki Williams. Man, somebody didn't pick him up playing a man-to-man, left him alone. Nikki Williams, I got him with 7 points in the ball game, and it's an 8-point lead for the Boll Weevils, 33-25. Denton, Josh, deep on the left wing, now dribbles, bounce pass to Anderson. Out the elbow, just on the left side of the lane. He'll back his way in. A hook shot goes up. He's going to be fouled as he goes up for the shot. The foul is going to go against the Tigers, and it's going to go on Nikki Williams. His second personal, second team foul. Cole Anderson going to go to the free throw line. Cole, the senior out of Magnet Cove, Arkansas. 6'8". He got 4 points off the bench for the Weevils so far this afternoon. He's going to be at the line shooting 2 here. First one's on the way, and it's good. Cole makes the first one. That makes it 34-25. Could stretch it back out to 10 again. 6:14 left to play. Here it goes. It's up, and it's good. Got them both to go. Weevils lead by 10 again, 35-25. 16-12 left to play in the basketball game. Tigers, Miller. Jared Miller gets out top of the key. They get it to Williams, down low to 𝗗𝗓𝗦𝗓𝗓, and 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓's fouled on the floor by Wesley Booker. So Wesley will pick up the personal, his second team foul as well against the Boll Weevils. Tigers are going to inbound on the baseline. As they look to get it in, they do. To 𝗗𝗓𝗦𝗓𝗓. He's guarded there by Wesley Booker. Now he'll kick it out front to Thomas. Left side to Miller for 3. It's no good. Long rebound. Tigers get it back. Bryce Wooldridge chased down the long rebound. They reset their offense. They go right side to get it off to Thomas. Thomas in the lane, kicks it out to Wooldridge. Wooldridge goes baseline. He'll put it off the glass and good. Bryce Wooldridge staying with it. He's got 6 in the game, and it's 35-27. Weevils lead by 8 again. As Jackson trying to go to Anderson. Ball stolen away, and then Zane Nelson steals it right back. Good heads-up play by Zane. He'll go all the way in, puts the shot up. No good. Rebound. Tigers have it. Coach Tapp thought there should have been a foul call. Tigers on the other end. They get it inside. 3-point shot on the way as they kick it in the corner off to Wooldridge. He missed it, got his own rebound. They try alley-oop pass into 𝗗𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏, and he's not there. Weevils get it down to Florida Jackson. Offensive goaltending called against the Tigers on Nikki Williams. Isaac Jackson will get credit for the basket. And the Weevils lead it by 10 again, 37-27. We got a timeout on the floor with 14:53 to play in the ball game. Weevils lead it by 10. We're back in a moment.
Peggy Dawes, Chancellor of the University of Arkansas at Monticello and proud UAM graduate from the class of 1973. Southeast Arkansas is a special place, and especially because of our strong sense of community. That's one of the many reasons UAM graduates still live and work in Southeast Arkansas. Our alumni, like me, are proud of our university for providing talent and recruiting talent to our region. Join me in sharing that pride. Tell someone today why you're proud to be united by UAM. Visit uamont.edu for more information.
This is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥, Commercial Bank. Locally owned and operated businesses keep our community strong. Local individuals who live where they work create what we call a love where you live mentality. At Commercial Bank, we are the community builder, not because we say we are, but because for generations we have served the financial needs of our community while being a catalyst in serving the area's civic and social needs. If you do business with Commercial Bank, thank you. If you don't, we'd love a chance to earn your business. Come see us today at Commercial Bank and find out why we say we have roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
37-27. 37-27. Weevils lead by 10. That was our lead at halftime. It was 31-21, so both teams have scored 6 points here in the second half. We're down to 14:53 left to play in the ball game. And for the game, the Tigers are 10 of 30. That's 33%. They're 0 of 11 from three-point range and 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 88%. The Weevils, 15 of 35, 43%. 3 of 13 from beyond the arc, that's 23%. And they are 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Tigers are going to inbound it. They get it in. They go down low to 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, and he's fouled by Wesley Booker. Wesley just picked up his third personal foul. That'll be the third team foul as well against the Weevils. It's on the floor, so the Tigers will inbound again on the baseline. They get it into 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 in the corner off to Miller for three, and it's good. Jaden Miller. That's the first made three of the ball game. They're now 1 out of 12 from beyond the arc. Weevils in the front court, leading by 7, 37-30. Isaac Jackson penetrates, goes in, splits the double team. There's going to be a foul called against the Tigers, and it's going to go against Nikki Williams. Third personal on Nikki Williams for ECU. Third team foul against the Tigers. Wesley Booker going to come out of the ball game. Looks like Tyrion King has checked back in for UAM. Weevils get it in. They go to Nelson. Nelson inside the paint. Turnaround jumper, no good. Anderson with the offensive rebound. The putback won't go. And finally a whistle and a foul called against the Tigers. And it's going to be on Nikki Williams. He has just picked up his fourth foul. The fourth personal foul on Nikki Williams. Cole Anderson is going to get to go to the free throw line. He lost a contact during all that and somehow was able to find it on the floor. 37-30. The Weevils lead it by 7. Cole Anderson's 2 out of 2 so far in the ball game from the points. He's shooting 2 here with 14-12 to play in the game. First one's up and no good. Cole will have opportunity at the line. Cole takes a breath. Second one's on the way. It's good. 1 out of 2 for Cole. The Weevils lead it by 8, 38-30. With 14:08 left to play here in the second half. Weevils make it Tigers with the basketball. Miller penetrates, kicks it outside to Woolridge. He'll go to the free throw line. Back outside to Miller for 3. Made 2 of 2 now. Jaden Miller. A back-to-back threes by him. He's got 6, make it 10 points in the game. And it's a 5-point game for the Weevils, 38-33. There's a flash for a steal and a foul called against ECU. The foul goes on 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓.
It's his second personal foul.
God's gift to 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 with his second personal foul. Team foul number 5. Neither team in the bonus yet. 13:43 to play here in the second half. Weevils lead it by 5. Here's Josh Denton. He'll go along the baseline. Had it stripped out of his hands. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by ECU. So the Weevils get it back. With 16 on the shot clock. The Weevils going to inbound on the baseline. 13:39 left to play in the game. They get it into Anderson. Anderson in the lane, puts it off the glass. It won't go. Rebound, Tigers have it. Muhammad 𝗗𝗚𝗦 had the rebound down the floor. They go to Miller inside. Back out front as 𝗗𝗚𝗦. Now the left side, 𝗗𝗚𝗦. Back to 𝗗𝗚𝗦. They keep it on the perimeter. Bounce pass, left side of the lane. 𝗗𝗚𝗦 goes up over Anderson, puts a shot, no good, but a foul called against Cole Anderson. Yeah, they call the foul on Cole. Going to be his second personal. They'll say that 𝗗𝗚𝗦 was in the act of shooting, so he'll be at the line shooting a couple of free throws. With 13:16 to play, the Weevils' 10-point lead's been cut in half. And the Tigers can cut into it even more here from the line. But 𝗗𝗚𝗦 misses the first one. He missed the first one. He'll have one more. 𝗗𝗚𝗦's second free throw is up. It's no good. Isaac Jackson pulls down the boards for the Boll Weevils. And UAM will slow it down a little bit. Come in, get here in their half-court offense. Tigers stay in a man-to-man as the Weevils work it out. They get it off to King. King to Denton. Hands it off Jackson going down the left side of the lane. Gets cut off. Back to King. Nelson now for three from the right wing. It won't go. Tigers pull down the rebound. Woodridge gets it ahead to Jaden Miller. Miller, he's hit his last 2 threes. He'll back up. 12:44 to play in the game. Weevils lead at 38-33. 𝗗𝗚𝗦, top of the key. Left side to Thomas. Keon Thomas takes the dribble, goes into the paint, gets it off the glass. Good. Keon Thomas, he's got 10 for the Tigers and pulls them to within 3. It's 38-35 now. As we go to 12:18 left to play here in the second half. Jackson gives it up to Nelson. Nelson spins, goes inside the lane, running jumper, comes off the rim, no good. Rebound out of bounds off of the Tigers. UAM will get it back, leading by 3. They'll get it back on the baseline. He gets set to inbound it. Zane Nelson triggers the inbound. You got Isaac Jackson, Cole Anderson, Josh Denton, and Tyreon King. They get it in. Blue ball's loose on the floor. Finally picked up by Denton. Then he throws it away. Stolen by 𝗗𝗚𝗦. 𝗗𝗚𝗦 ahead to Thomas. Travels with the basketball. They were trying to run the transition. He was going to throw it high off the glass. 𝗗𝗚𝗦 was trailing, but he took one too many steps before he turned loose of it. So the Weevils will get it back, 38-35. The Weevils with a 3-point lead, and they'll have it here in the front court. Let's see, the shot clock did not start when the Weevils inbounded. We're under 12 minutes now, 11:55 left to play here in the ball game. And that should be the media timeout. They're going to reset the shot clock. And they are going to go to the timeout. 38-35. Weevils have a 3-point lead. We'll be back with more UAM basketball after this timeout.
Monticello is a proud sponsor of this athletic event. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work. And Maxwell Hardwood Flooring understands the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following your favorite team and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring and wishing them the best.
Hello, this is 𝗗𝗚𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 with Union Bank and Trust. Are you looking to get a loan for a car, truck, ATV, camper, tractor, or boat? If so, I can help you with fast closing times, competitive rates, and service after the loan that can't be beat. For over 135 years, Union Bank has helped the people of Monticello and Southeast Arkansas with their lending and banking needs. So stop by my office or call me at 870-460-6400 and let me show you how easy the lending process can be. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC, financing with approved credit.
38-35, the Weevils led by 10 at halftime. They've led by 10 most of the second half, but now all of a sudden the Tigers are within 3. Let's look and see why. From the last media timeout, the Tigers were 10 of 30. They're 13 of 33, so they've hit their last 3 shots, and 2 of those have been three-pointers. They were 0 of 11 at the last media timeout. They're now 2 of 13. And they're 7 of 10 from the free throw line. The Weevils, since the last media timeout, they've missed their last 4 shots and have made 1 free throw. So here we go. 38-35. Weevils get it out of the timeout, and a whistle and a foul going to be called as they go inside. As 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 going to be called with a foul, his third. That is the team foul number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the Weevils are going to be in the bonus, the 1-1, the remainder of the game, with 11:48 left to play. Denton can't hold on to the entry pass. He loses it out of bounds. It goes off his leg, and it'll be a turnover against the Weevils. Turnovers, 10 for UAM, 9 for East Central. Tigers will have the basketball. They can tie it with a 3 here if they choose to shoot a 3. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 off to 𝗗𝗗𝗓. Back to Thomas. Bounce pass down low to 𝗗𝗗𝗓𝗓. 𝗗𝗗𝗓𝗓 back out front to Thomas for 3. It won't go. Rebound on the floor, picked up by the Tigers. Tigers keep it alive. They'll have another opportunity to pull to within 1 or possibly tie it. Down the lane, that's a flasher down the lane, put up and in good by Jaden Miller. So a 1-point ball game with 11 minutes left to play. 38-37. Weevils with it front court. King goes to Denton. Josh Denton leaves it over on the right side to Jackson. Jackson to the free throw line to Nelson. Nelson trying to split the double team. Goes in, puts it off the glass. Good. Zane Nelson. He's got 11 in the ball game. That's his first points of the second half. And the Weevils are back on top by 3, 40-37. 10.5 minutes to play. Again, the Weevils let the little guy drive. This time they're going to foul him. Jaden Miller driving down the left side of the lane. And he's one of the shortest players on the floor, but he was able to penetrate. The foul ended up going on Isaac Jackson. His second personal. Team foul number 5 now against the Weevils. And at the free throw line is Jaden Miller. He's 4 out of 4 from the line this afternoon. Misses this one as it rolls off the front of the iron. But he's got 14 points in the ball game for ECU. All right, one more free throw opportunity for Jaden Miller. It's on the way, and it's good. He got 1 out of 2. Weevils still lead by 2, 40-38, with 10:28 to play in the game. Isaac Jackson, Zane Nelson, Josh Denton, Tyreon King, and Alex Brogdon on the floor now for the Weevils. Here's Nelson from the right wing, three-pointer, short, no good. Tigers with a rebound. They'll push it up the floor. They get it ahead. That's Thomas. Thomas. Bounce pass down low to 𝗗𝗗𝗓𝗓. 𝗗𝗗𝗓𝗓 backing his way in against Brogdon. Tried to feed it to Thomas along the baseline, but he threw it away. Turnovers will be even now at 10 apiece. Weevils, with points off turnovers, have 9. Tigers have 6 turnovers, 6 points off turnovers. Zane Nelson walks it across the timeline for the Boll Weevils. UAM going in a double low post offense as they come out of it. Get it to Nelson on the right side. Nelson goes up, has it knocked out of his hands, and it'll go out of bounds off of Bryce Woodridge. So UAM maintains possession. They'll have it with 16 on the shot clock. Leading by 2, 40-38. Zelson gets it in to Denton. Josh takes the dribble, goes down along the baseline there. Picked it up. Finally puts a shot up and in good. Denton, they quickly, Tigers go down the floor. They get it inside to Thomas. Thomas shot no good, but he's fouled. And the foul goes against Josh Denton. His first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the 16th foul. Both teams are going to be in the bonus for the remainder of the game. Right here, Keon Thomas was in the act of shooting, so he's going to be at the line. He's got 10 points for the Tigers here in the ball game. 6 of them came in the first half. He'll be at the line shooting 2 here with the Weevils leading by 4. Free throws on the way, bounces around, falls in good. 42-39. 11 points in the game now for 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. 9:32 to play in the game. Second free throw's up. Rims out, no good. Zane Nelson gets the rebound for the Boll Weevils. All right, we go under 9.5 to play in the ball game. King with it for the Weevils out front to Nelson. Zane deep on the left wing. Cross-court pass comes over to Brogdon out on the elbow. Now back to King. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠😅 with the bounce pass trying to go to Jackson. There's a foul coming over the back, around the back. Bryce Wooldridge has just picked up his 3rd personal, and that's going to be the 7th team foul now against the Tigers, and Isaac Jackson's going to go get to shoot the bonus. He'll be shooting the 1-and-1. Isaac with 12 points in the ball game. 10 of them came in the first half, so first free throw's up, and it's good. He's 3 out of 3 now from the free throw line. Weevils lead it by 4. Malik Nash will check back in for the Tigers as Bryce Wooldridge will go sit down with those 3 fouls. Jackson trying to collect the second free throw, and he does. Isaac with 14. The Weevils lead it by 5. 44-39. We approach 9 minutes left to play in the ball game. That's Jordan Miller. They throw it away. Brogdon, loose basketball ahead to Jackson. Jackson stripped from behind. Stolen away. Oh, wow. Back-to-back turnovers won by either team. Tigers will have it front court to get it to Thomas. Thomas out front as 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗅, and it's good. The big guy knocks down the 3, his first points of the ball game. And how about that? It's a 2-point ball game now. 44-42. Weevils lead it by 2. Under 8.5 to play. Brogdon off to King. King to Denton. Denton looking in. Back to Brogdon. They've got Nelson now at the top of the circle. Right side. King open look at a 3, and it's good. Tyreon King, his second 3. He's got 8 points off the bench for the Weevils, and UAM goes up by 5. 47-42. We go under 8 minutes to play in the ball game. There's 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗅 out front. Get it in the left corner. 𝗟𝗟𝗍𝗅𝗍𝗅 back to Nash. Malik Nash penetrates in the lane, has it knocked out of his hands, gets it back, puts it up and in good. Malik Nash with the basket for the Tigers, and it's 47-44. Weevils lead by 3 again. 7:35 left to play. UAM with the basketball. Alex Brogdon to Denton, back to Brogdon. Out here deep in the front court. Looking inside, trying to go to Jackson if they can. He's down in the low blocks. They go in the corner to Denton. 7 to shoot. Josh takes the dribble, leaves it with Jackson. He'll step behind the three-point line. Three-pointer on the way is no good. As 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗍𝗅 with a rebound for the Tigers. We approach 7 minutes left to go. Tigers can tie it with a 3 this trip. They get it in the corner. Three-pointer for the tie is good. Keon Thomas nails the 3, his first 3 of the game. He's got 11, make it 14. And that is going to be the 3rd tie of the game, first one of the second half. All tied at 47-47. Tigers knock it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Weevils. It'll be UAM basketball when play resumes. We've got a timeout on the floor. 6:44 to play here in the second half. We're all tied at 47-47. We're back in just a moment.
It helps to be well. An active, healthy lifestyle is key. We offer tips and support to quit smoking and address health conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure. It's never too late to make decisions to help you be healthier and to be the best version of you can be. Call 833-283-WELL. Be you, be well. This ad brought to you by your master tobacco settlement dollars at work.
𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 is the place to go for all your monthly accounting and tax service needs. We are conveniently located at 201 South Main, across from the Drew County Courthouse. At 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗏𝒻𝒂𝒃, we are dedicated to making life a little easier for our clients. Our staff of certified public accountants are always ready to serve you. So call 367-3580 or 367-3457 to schedule an appointment or drop by our office at 201 South Main in Monticello. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗏𝒻𝒂𝒃, a proud sponsor of UAM Sports.
We're all tied at 47-47. The Tigers now are 17 of 38. That's 45%. The Weevils 18 of 44, 41%. Tigers have hit 4 threes, all of them here in the second half. And all of them really been here in the last 6 minutes. Tigers, or the Weevils, are 18 of 44, 41%, 4 of 17 from beyond the arc, and 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Tigers 9 of 14 from the line. UAM will have the basketball out of the timeout as we're all tied at 47 apiece. Tigers have outscored us 26-16 here in the second half so far. And there's a shot missed by the Boll Weevils. Tigers get the rebound, and they've got a chance to take their first lead of the second half. So they'll work it up here in the half court to get it to Miller. Miller back out front to 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗻𝒂. Left side, they'll swing it over to Thomas. Thomas penetrates to the elbow. Gets Jackson up over his shoulder. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound. Tigers have it. They'll throw it in the corner. Going to throw it away. Malik Nash got the rebound inside, but he was hovered up by Tyreon King and Isaac Jackson. And he knew if he put the shot up, he was probably going to get it blocked. So he tried to go in the corner and threw it away. Weevils get it back as we go under 6 minutes to play in the ball game, all tied at 47-47. Jackson to Nelson, back to Jackson. Jackson goes in the paint, little flyer there, no good. Rebound, tipped around, picked up by the Tigers. ECU will have it. Malik Nash comes down. They'll go to a high post offense. Alex Brogdon got the duties of guarding 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗏𝒂. They go back outside. Now they leave it with Malik Nash. Nash, there's a lot of contact, a lot of pushing and shoving going on there in the post. They're going to call the foul on Josh Denton. It's going to be his second personal. 7th team foul, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So at the free throw line for the Tigers is going to be Muhammad 𝗚𝗚𝗓𝗓𝗏𝗏. He is 0 of 2 from the stripe here in this ball game. He has not scored in the ball game. Cole Anderson's going to check back in. Brogdon will sit down. Alex will go sit down. Josh Denton sits down, and Wesley Booker comes back in. As 𝗚𝗚𝗓𝗓𝗏𝗏 is going to be at the free throw line. We're all tied at 47. He can give the Tigers their first lead of the second half here with 5:32 left to play. Shooting the front end of the 1-and-1. He did not get it to go. And Wesley Booker gets a rebound for the Boll Weevils. So we remain tied. We remain tied. Weevils have it here in the front court. Nelson off to King. Tyreon looking. Finally Jackson out near midcourt to Booker. Left side to get it to Nelson for 3. It won't go, but he has fouled in three-point land, and he's going to get to go shoot 3 free throws. The foul goes against Malik Nash. His first. The 8th team foul, but Nelson was in the act of shooting a 3, so he's going to get to shoot 3 free throws here. All right, Zane has not been to the line this afternoon. First one's on the way, rims out, no good. Before that, the Weevils were 7 out of 8. They're now, as a team, 7 out of 9. First free throws for Zane. He's got 2 more. He gets that one to go. Gives the Weevils back a 1-point lead. All right, 1 more for Zane. Can push the lead back out to 2 with 5:09 remaining here in the second half. Second free throw, it's good. 2 out of 3 for Zane. It's going to give him 11, make it 13 points in the ball game for Zane Nelson. The Weevils lead it by 2 as we go under 5 minutes left to play. Tigers, Thomas with it. Goes to the free throw line, kicks it back outside to 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗏𝒂. 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗏𝒂, he gets guilty of an offensive charge. Pushed off. And again, who else But Wesley Booker drawing the charge. And that's the fourth personal on 𝗗𝗓𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥. So the Weevils will get it back with 4:53 left to play of the game, leading by 2, 49-47. Wesley Booker, Zane Nelson, Isaac Jackson, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗓𝗏 King, and Cole Anderson on the floor for the Weevils. Nelson goes down to the baseline, picked up his dribble, back out front to Booker. Booker now leaves it with Jackson. Isaac, Booker play pass out in the front to get it to Nelson. Fake the three, goes to King. King in the paint, floater there, good. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗏 King, he's off the bench with 10 points now for the Weevils. And it's 51-47, the Weevils up by 4. 4:15 to play. Thomas with it for the Tigers. Keon goes to 𝗗𝗓𝗦𝗧𝗓𝗏, backing in against Wesley Booker. Throws up a right-handed hook shot. It's up and good. 𝗗𝗓𝗦𝗧𝗓𝗏. His first 2-point, he's got 5. East Central calls a timeout as we go into it. It's 4 minutes exactly left. 51-49 our score. The Weevils lead it by 2. We'll take the break with them and be back with more UAM basketball after this timeout.
Arkansas, Monticello, and proud UAM graduate from the class of 1973. UAM is a destination for learning, and not just for our region. In fact, current UAM students come to Southeast Arkansas from more than 39 states and 6 countries. With students in Crockett, McGee, Monticello, and online, we offer more than 70 affordable and recognized programs of study. More than 19,000 alumni living all over the world are proud to be united by UAM. We want you to be a part of our UAM family. Visit uamont.edu for more information.
This is 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗏𝗏 Commercial Bank. Locally owned and operated businesses keep our community strong. Local individuals who live where they work creates what we call a love where you live mentality. At Commercial Bank, we are the community builder. Not because we say we are, but because for generations we have served the financial needs of our community while being a catalyst in serving the area's civic and social needs. If you do business with Commercial Bank, thank you. If you don't, we'd love a chance to earn your business. Come see us today at Commercial Bank and find out why we say we have roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
51-49. The Weevils lead it by 2. We have had the one lead change. UAM took the lead when it was 8. It was 10-8 when they took the lead. We've had 3 ties throughout the game. Tigers trail by 2 at the moment. We're under 4 minutes left to play. It'll be UAM basketball as we come out of the timeout. Zane Nelson gets it to Jackson. Jackson thought about the 3, pulled it down, drives, goes down the left side, too hard off the glass, no good. Anderson trying to get the rebound, threw it up in the air, couldn't come down with it. He's out of bounds. Now it's the media timeout. So we took 16 seconds off the clock. We go right back to another timeout. UAM has 3 remaining. ECU has 2 timeouts remaining. We'll take the break. It's 51-49. We're back after this.
Monticello is a proud sponsor of this athletic event. Building a strong team takes commitment and hard work. And Maxwell Hardwood Flooring understands the concept of teamwork. Whether it's building the finest hardwood flooring in the nation or having a winning team, it takes teamwork and dedication to get the job done. Be a part of a winning team by following your favorite team and joining your friends at Maxwell Hardwood Flooring and wishing them the best.
In 1887, Grover Cleveland was president. There were only 38 stars on the U.S. flag. The most common mode of transportation was the horse and buggy, and Union Bank and Trust opened its doors for the first time. This is Brandon Hogg with Union Bank. Since that time, Union Bank has grown with you through the ups and downs, and will continue to be there with you, serving our community and providing your banking needs. So for your next banking need, come by one of our convenient locations or call me at 460-6400. Union Bank and Trust is growing with you for 135 years. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
All right, 51-49. The Weevils with a 2-point lead. It'll be UAM basketball. No, Tiger basketball, my apologies. Tiger basketball. They'll have a chance to tie it or take the lead. 3:44 left to play here in regulation. 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗧𝗓𝗏 King Cole Anderson, Isaac Jackson, Zane Nelson, and Wesley Booker on the floor for the Weevils. Tigers with it. They get it in the left corner. That's going to be to Thomas. Thomas brings it back out on the wing with 10 to shoot. Thomas to 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓. 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓 working against Booker. Goes down, dish it off underneath. His shot blocked. That was Wesley Booker with the block. And now a jump ball called. It'll be UAM basketball on the alternating possession. Wow. Wesley Booker hanging tough in there. Inside, he got the block. And then got it tied up for the jump ball. It'll be UAM basketball now, leading by 2 with 3:15 to play in the game. Tigers are going to pick up the pressure at half court. They stay in a man-to-man. Jackson to King to Booker. Top of the key to Jackson again. Off to Nelson. Nelson takes it down the left side of the lane. Stopped, picked up his dribble. Still hadn't shot. Now fadeaway jumper by Nelson's no good. Wesley Booker with the offensive rebound. The shot won't go. Tigers have it coming out of there with it. Thomas down the floor, goes in with a layup. It's good. Keon Thomas, 13. He's got 16 points in the ball game, and we're tied at 51 apiece. And now the Weevils want a timeout. Coach Tapp wants to talk about it. With 2:36 remaining in the game, it is 51-51. We are all tied. We're going to keep it right here. This is a 30-second timeout. Earlier today, the Blossoms fail 52-50 to the Lady Tigers at ECU. Weevils have led by as many as 10 in this ball game. The Tigers led. They scored the first 8 points of the game and led them. Then the Weevils took over and hadn't trailed since. But this will make our 4th tie of the game, the second one here in the second half, as the Tigers have outscored us. What is that? It was 21-31 at the half. UAM has scored 20. They've scored 30. So they've outscored us by 10 here in the second half so far. All right. It'll be UAM basketball with 2:36 remaining. They got 23 on the shot clock. Wesley Booker, Zane Nelson, Isaac Jackson, Cole Anderson, and Tyreon King. Jackson drives left side, floater from there, good. Isaac Jackson. He's got 16 in the ball game. Weevils lead it by 2 again. 53-51. 2:17 to play. Miller gets it inside. 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓 puts it off the glass and good. God's gift, 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓. It's going to give him 7 points in the game, all of them here in the second half. Ties the ball game once again as we go under 2 minutes left to play. Weevils set up. Nelson near midcourt, takes the dribble, goes down to the right elbow, into the paint, left side now, throws it off the glass, no good, no call. Tigers with a rebound out of there, ahead to Thomas. He'll go down, put the shot up, no good, but he is fouled. And I believe they're going to get Wesley Booker on the foul. They'll shoot. Yep, Wesley Booker gets the foul, his 4th personal. And it will send the Tigers to the free throw line, and they can take the lead here with these free throws. At the line is Keon Thomas. He is 3 out of 4 from the line. 3 out of 4. Free throws up, it's good, and that will be the first lead of the second half for the Tigers as they lead it by 1 at the moment, and they have 1 more free throw to go with 1:46 to play. Second free throw's on the way, bounces around, comes off, no good. Wesley Booker gets the rebound for the Boll Weevils. Tigers with a 1-point lead. And Coach Chad Tapp calls the timeout. He'll have 1 remaining. 1:40 left to play in the ball game. It is 54-53. The Tigers of ECU with their first lead of the second half. We'll take the break with them and be back in a moment.
Bellevue Estates Healthcare Rehabilitation Center in Monticello, our team will provide personal health care to each individual that focuses on the unique needs and circumstances of each elder. We take into consideration the physical, social, and spiritual well-being of each individual. Come by Bellevue Estates at 1052 Old Warren Road in Monticello and see for yourself. Or call 367-0044 for more information.
𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 Associates, 201 South Main in Monticello, has a full range of accounting services. From the smallest business to large corporations and even personal accounts, 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 can provide the services you need. Whether it's yearly bookkeeping, payroll, or filing taxes, they can do it with competent services from a highly qualified bench. Give 𝗗𝗜𝗦𝗖𝗟𝗔𝗜𝗠𝗘𝗥 a call at 870-367-3580 or stop by their office at 201 South Main in Monticello.
54-53, the Tigers have their first lead of the second half, 1:40 left to play in the ball game. Weevils will inbound here in the front court with 23 on the shot clock. Zane Nelson gets it off to Isaac Jackson. Tigers, looks like they've gone to a zone. They have. Go to Anderson at the free throw line, back out to King, wide open three. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound, chased down by the Tigers over in the corner. 1 point ball game, Tigers with the lead. They'll have the basketball, 1:10 left to play. Weevils have one timeout remaining, ECU with two. Miller with the dribble to top of the key. Gives it up to 𝗗𝗓𝗓𝗓. He'll fire the three. The big guy's off the mark, no good. There's Tyreon King with the dribble and with the rebound. Zane Nelson's going to come across the timeline, and the Weevils are going to use their final timeout of the ball game. With 49 seconds left, the Weevils use their final timeout of the ball game, trailing by one, 54-53. We'll keep it right here. Wow. Tigers have outscored the Weevils here in the second half at 33-20 to take this 1 point lead. 54-53 our score. Last time these two teams met, the Weevils won it pretty handily on the road, 61-44. The Tigers know they're fighting for seeding and a chance to get into the conference tournament. Weevils are going to inbound with 23 on the shot clock, 47 on the game clock. Weevils out of timeouts. Tigers have two. Weevils down by one. Isaac Jackson off to Nelson. Nelson back to Jackson. Isaac drives, goes baseline. Little fade away from 12. Won't go. Wesley Booker with a rebound. Kicks it back out. Isaac Jackson for three. It's off the mark. No good. And the Tigers pull it down. And the shot clock is off. Weevils are going to have to foul. Zane Nelson will go in after the basketball for a foul called on Zane. It's going to send Keon Thomas to the free throw line. He is 4 out of 6. That's going to be Zane's first personal foul. All right, he'll be shooting a 1-and-1. The front end of a 1-and-1 here for Keon Thomas. It's 54-53. Weevils trail by one. Thomas at the line. Alex Brogdon's going to check in. Josh Denton checks back in. King goes down. Brogdon, Cole Anderson goes out. All right, the front end of the 1-and-1 with 20 seconds remaining in the ball game. Tigers with a 1 point lead. First one's up off the front of the rim, no good. Weevils no have a timeout, but a foul going to be called against the Tigers on the rebound. And Wesley Booker is going to get to go shoot some free throws. The foul goes on Bryce Woodridge, his fourth personal foul. Oh, man, a huge mistake by the Tigers to foul on the rebound. Only 1 second went off the clock. There's still 19 seconds remaining. Wesley Booker is going to be at the line. He has not scored in the ball game today. He'll be shooting the front end of a 1-and-1. Oh, that's the 10th foul. So he's shooting 2 free throws. He'll have the extra bonus. It is 2 shots. All right. So 2 shots for Wesley Booker. Weevils down by 1, 54-53. Cole Anderson and King are set to check in. That was on Nicky Williams, and that was his 5th personal foul. They didn't call it on Woolridge, they called it on Nicky Williams. So he just fouled out of the ball game with 7 points. Now they're finally going to, it's almost like icing Wesley Booker. It took all this time, but Wesley going to get the ball now. First free throws up, off the front of the rim, and no good. Oh, my. All right, the best he can do now is tie the game with 19 seconds remaining. Josh Denton will go out. Brogdon goes out. Cole Anderson comes in, and King comes back in. Wesley Booker trying to tie the ball game here with 19 seconds left. Free throws up off the back of the iron, no good. Tigers have the rebound. UAM's got to foul quickly. Wesley Booker will come up and foul. And I have that as 5 on Wesley. That's going to be his 5th. He's going to foul out of the game. And it's going to send the Tigers to the free throw line. Bryce Woodridge is going to go to the line. 16 seconds left. So Coach Tapp, he's got a moment or so to figure out who he wants to go to. He got the opportunity. He called his entire team down there to the bench to talk to him with 16 seconds remaining. At the line for the Tigers will be Bryce Woodridge. Tigers lead it by 1, 54-53. All right, Alex Brogdon's going to check back in now for the game. So you got Alex Brogdon, Josh Denton, Tyreon King, Isaac Jackson, and Zane Nelson. Anderson's going to have to come back. All right, Brogdon cannot go in to enter the game as of yet till after the first free throw. He's shooting 2. Bryce Woodridge. He can give them a 3-point lead if he makes them both. First one's on the way, nothing but net. Makes it 55-53. Tigers with the lead. Brogdon will check into the game now for UAM. Cole Anderson goes and sits down. Bryce Woodridge is going to have one more, can extend the Tiger lead to 3. The officials, I guess they're almost like icing him as well. They've taken their time wiping some perspiration off the basketball. They finally get it to Woolridge. Free throws on the way. Off the rim, no good. Weevils get a rebound. No timeouts. Down by 2. King across the timeline into the front court. Looking to get it to Jackson. They do. Isaac down the right side. 5 seconds. Back to King for 3 in the win. In and out, no good. Long rebound tipped out. Tigers will have it, and they're going to hold on to win it here by a final score of 53-55. 55-53, the Tigers of ECU get the win here this afternoon. They will improve to 6-10. The Weevils are going to fall to 8-8. We'll still have to wait and see. With all the other standings around the conference, who won, who lost, we could still be tied for 4th place even after losing here this afternoon, as the Weevils fall by the score of 55-53 is our final score in this one. Earlier today, the Blossoms fell 52-50 to the Tigers. Those ball games this afternoon. The Weevils come up just a little bit short here this afternoon. 55-53. Coach, boy, you led for almost the entire ball game. Just come up short at the end.
Yeah, we got what we deserved. You know, guys that are smirking in timeouts because they don't like being coached about things, turn around and miss free throws late. We got guys that want to argue and gripe and complain with their teammates. Come out and do what they do. Hey, you get what you deserve, and unfortunately, I don't think all of us deserved it, but we got what we deserved.
Of course, the last time we met, we handled them pretty good. I think it was 144 here today. Low-scoring game.
Yeah, that's what happens when you know 18 to 22-year-olds that they know better. So we told them. We called this yesterday in regards to, you know, just kind of our attitude about some of our stuff. So we needed this one and gave it away. I mean, credit to them for keep playing, but we just gave it away with silly stuff.
As we look at some of the numbers, anything you want to bring out in specific on the numbers for you tonight?
I mean, they shoot 55% from the field in the second half. That's a big one. They outscore us by 12 in the second half. We just play bad basketball. We play too much isolation basketball and have too many excuses.
All right, we get another chance on Thursday night. We travel, though, on the road to Magnolia. And, you know, when we came into this ball game, there were 6 teams tied for 4th place coming into this ball game. There may still be 3 or 4 teams tied for 4th place after tonight.
Who knows? And right now, the playoffs are the furthest thing from our minds. We got to play better basketball.
Right.
We're silly right now.
Okay, Coach. Thanks for coming out. Again, we'll see you on Thursday.
Thank you.
Coach Chad Tapp here on our final post-game show here this afternoon as the Weevils fall 55-53 to the Tigers of ECU. As I said earlier this afternoon, it was the Lady Tigers of ECU getting the win over the Blossoms 52-50. That's going to about do it for us. Let me see. I didn't ever get an official scores official stat sheet, but Isaac Jackson's going to finish the ball game for the Weevils with 16. Josh Denton's going to finish with 7. Tyrion King, he's off the bench with 10. That was good to see out of him. Zane Nelson's going to finish with 8, 11, make it 13 on the day. Cole Anderson came off the bench. He finished with 7 points. For the Tigers, their leading scorer in the ball game is going to end up being Keon Thomas. He had 13, make it 17 on the afternoon. Jaden Miller, the other point guard, he's going to end up with 15 points on the afternoon for them. Final score, 55-53. Tigers win it here this afternoon over the Boll Weevils. Blossoms lost as well this afternoon to the Lady Tigers. Our next broadcast comes your way from Magnolia on Thursday night. We'll see you from Southern Arkansas. 5:30 and 7:30 are the tip-off times. Don't forget, we're back at home here for one of 2 final home games coming up at Stillman Fieldhouse on the regular season. Next Saturday, 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock will be the tip-off times there. Until then, have a great rest of the weekend. For Jason Camden back at the station, I'm Jimmy Sledge. Good evening, everyone.